What's good, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video here. Today we're gonna be talking about this actually. So since the last video I made of a POV photo shoot, a lot of you guys have asked me what setup do I use to shoot, and I briefly explained in that video that I use this camera and this lens, but I wanted to go a bit more in detail today since a lot of you guys actually DM me on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram yet, do follow me up here as I post all the behind the scenes, all my shoots, photos, everything goes there, so be sure to check it out. Alright, but let's dive in. So right now I'm literally shooting on my setup right now. This is my setup right here. This is my simple yet really effective setup. And so if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically a Canon R6. They have recently released an R6 Mark II and R5 Mark II if I'm not mistaken, and I might be upgrading soon. But that's for the future to come because Canon cameras are not that cheap. In fact, every camera is not that cheap. But that's a story for another day. When I got this camera, it was between this Canon R8, which was new at that time, and the Canon R7. Now, the reason why I didn't go with the R7 was because of the sensor. It was, although it's a bigger sensor than the R6, it was a crop sensor. I previously owned a Canon M6 Mark II, which is already a crop sensor camera. It was a great camera, but I wanted a full frame, so that was out of the question. But if you're a beginner or intermediate and you want something crop censored, R7 is the way to go. Best crop sensor camera out there, 100%. Now, the reason why I didn't want to go to the R8 is because the features were just too limited for the price. So I picked up this R6. It was pretty professional. It had 4K 60, 1080 120 FPS, had everything I needed. So I got it. And paired with this beast is a 24-70 f2.8 L lens. So it's a previous generation of this lens, but it's a really good lens and it has worked like a charm for car photography because I have not got on to the prime lens scene yet, because I feel like prime lenses kind of force you to stay at one focal length, which is good, but sometimes I want to get that reach and sometimes I don't want to be switching from a 35 to a 50 to an 85 to a 24 like constantly. So I have the 24-70, have full reach, and I also have the depth of field with the f2.8. Now, would I want to upgrade to a prime lens in the future? Yes, in fact I am looking right now for maybe a new lens, but I am looking at a telephoto lens because I don't want to go to Sepang, capture more shots, because I recently did go to a BMW event and it was great. If you want to check out that video, click somewhere up here and you can check it out. And yeah, so how do I utilize this? So basically I shoot all my photos in manual mode, shoot raw photos, because raw you can always get the quality back, whether it's night, whether it's day. You can always bring back the shadows and the highlights when editing, and that's been really helpful when I shoot an overexposed or underexposed video. I use C-Log 3 if I'm not mistaken. I'm shooting right now on C-Log 3. It is pretty flat, and as you can see now, it's flat with no color grade, and this is when I apply a Rec 709 LUT and then I have a creative LUT. So if you guys want more info on my color grading process for video, do comment below and I'll be sure to make a video on that. But if you guys want to see the videos I've color graded, check out my Instagram page. It's linked in my bio in the description. Go follow, and yeah, you can see all the car photos and videos all taken with this. And it's a beast. So now something I like about the R6 is the autofocus is pretty good. Now I'm just going to take my phone, and if I put it here, instantly autofocuses. Put it back to my face, almost just like that. Paired with it, I have a mic right here. It's a DD-D3 Pro shotgun mic. What more to say? Sometimes I want to capture the cars starting up and whatnot. I use this. So now, any plans to upgrade in the future? Probably not my body, because the R6 is a great camera and I might upgrade in a couple years, but not now, because cameras are really expensive nowadays. The new FX2 just released for around 18,000 ringgit, and R5 Mark II, let me just search that up right now. So an R5 Mark II paired with a lens is also around 18k, and an R6 Mark II is around 10k. So steep prices. Price of this, the body of the R6 was 6k when I picked it up, and the lens was around 5k, so around 11,000. and had a couple upgrades here and there. So yeah. Now, what do I not like about this setup? Alright, first thing, it only works best when you have fast SD cards. So right now I'm running 2 SD cards in the camera because it has 2 SD card slots, which is something I like. But you need really fast SD cards, at least 120 megabytes per second for the photos and videos to process fast, or else your camera is going to be lagging a lot during the shoots. It's not going to be nice. If you're a photographer, as you know, fast SD cards are expensive and it breaks your wallet. Next thing is that batteries for this camera are super expensive as well. Basically anything for this camera is really expensive. Batteries I think go for like 300 ringgit. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's for the camera. But I do have some plans for this camera. I'm gonna buy a cage. I'm gonna try to rig it out. A nice professional setup, mostly for the looks, but it's gonna do some good as well. And I'm also planning to get a gimbal for it soon. We can really start working on this video, start posting on Instagram, and yeah, hopefully get more reach. One thing I don't like about this lens is that the filter size is incredibly huge. This is a 82mm filter size, and that means any filters are gonna cost an arm and a leg. So I have not got one yet. A lot of people are telling me get a polarizer, get an ND filter. Just haven't got one yet because they're pricey. But if you guys want to sponsor me, let me know. But yeah, overall this camera is nice. The grip is nice. It's beefy. I like beefy cameras. I don't really like small cameras because my hands are big, and I like it to be a bit chunky. And yeah, because also when you pull up to shoot, people know you're professional. People know you do the shit. Now, being heavy is a downside as well, because every time I put this on the tripod that I'm putting it on right now, I have to worry because it's pretty shaky, as you can see. Another downside I've faced is that carrying around, it's hard to use and it's hard to bring around. Like when I went for the recent Retro Havoc event, I had to carry this all around, and you have to bring a bag, and you have to bring, you know, stuff like that. Then it becomes really hectic because it's a whole thing you need to carry. But I do have extra batteries here, but the battery life is actually really good, so I'm not really complaining there. What I also like about this Canon R6 is that it has a lot of buttons. I like all the dials. I like that I like everything being on the screen and like that. So with that being said, I hope I answered all you guys' questions. I hope you guys taken some information from it. Comment below what camera model you guys have, and ciao. See you guys. Bye.